Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the channel. So unfortunately for today's video, my audio did not record because OBS is a fantastic application. Absolutely love it. It may have been me not updating my drivers, but nonetheless, I'm going to blame OBS for it. With that being said, I do just want to take a minute just to kind of talk about a few things about the channel, being as that you can't hear any of my audio in the video. So first things first, I just want to talk about DMZ and the future of DMZ. I, obviously, along with everybody else, have no clue what is in store for DMZ for the future. I don't know if this is going to be a game mode that they planned on expanding on in the future. I don't even know what Warzone is going to be. Obviously, Warzone 2 was not very well received in the beginning. I think now it's doing better than what it was doing when it first came out. But I don't think that Warzone 2 will ever be as popular as Warzone 1 was. That being said, I do think that obviously DMZ kind of has a slight edge over Warzone 2, because I believe concurrent player-wise, DMZ tends to have a larger pool of players than Warzone 2 does, which hopefully means that they will continue to expand upon the mode and potentially add it into future versions of Warzone if that's something they're going to plan on doing. But I don't know if, obviously, if Warzone is going to, if they're going to continue to expand upon Warzone 2 and update it for another couple of years, or if they're planning on dropping like Warzone 3 next year. Obviously with Warzone 1, they did multiple years of support for the game mode, and I'm hoping that DMZ will get treated similarly if that's the route that they decide to go. But honestly, it's anyone's guess at this point. But with that being said, obviously right now I am a primary DMZ YouTuber. That's primarily what I upload on my channel because I love DMZ. I love extraction shooters. When Bungie's new extraction shooter comes out, I think next year, I'm definitely going to play that. I'm definitely going to upload that. But obviously that's in the future. But for right now, I'm really curious on what you guys would be interested in seeing. I don't know if you guys... I really want you guys to kind of let me know some of your opinions down in the comments, because if you guys want me to play like some 6v6, like standard multiplayer, I'd be okay with trying that from time to time. I'll be honest, I hate the multiplayer in MW2. I was a huge multiplayer fan of MW 2019. I played Search and Destroy almost exclusively then. And you can actually still find a lot of that gameplay on my channel, although it's all horrible because I had absolutely no clue what I was doing in terms of editing and uploading videos. But that being said, traditionally, I do enjoy Call of Duty multiplayer, but this game, there's just something about it. I just don't really enjoy it. But if it's something you guys would be interested in seeing, I could definitely consider that. I still want to post Ready or Not videos probably like once a week. The views are very sporadic on it though, so I can't really get a good reading as to whether or not you guys enjoy it or not, but I'm open to anything. I don't care if you guys want me to go play like zombies on Black Ops 3, like whatever you guys want me to play that you're interested in seeing, just let me know down below, and then it's something that I can consider, at least ponder for the future of the channel. In terms of DMZ though, what I would really love to see them do and expand upon a little bit more is that they've taken a lot of really good steps to make the game more grindy, which is great. I mean, that's what we want, it's what we've been asking for since the game has come out, because we don't want it to be crazy easy and have nothing to grind for. But I think they need to take it a step further. Like, I'm really glad that they added like cash to the game, that you can extract your cash out now, which is good. That's something that I've been doing, is just trying to constantly upgrade my wallet and then extract out as much cash as I can, just because I like to have that number as high as I can, because it's you know, endorphins or whatever that's called. But with that being said, I think that they need to add something to do with that money, because like there's not really a reason to collect up all that money and then just bring it into the DMZ. Like, you can bring it up to $250,000 at a time into the DMZ, but why? You know what I mean? Like, there's not really a reason for it. I think what would be really cool is that, for one, I think that they need to add some form of like exclusive weapons and stuff to the game that you can only purchase from like maybe specific locations. Like, maybe they can add some kind of like a black market dealer somewhere on the DMZ map that's maybe like hidden or something, almost like Xur from Destiny 2 and Destiny 1. Or maybe you can go and buy like these exclusive weapons, and maybe they're like exclusive weapon blueprints that you can purchase for excessive amounts of money. Make it 250 grand at a time, I don't care, but something that you can spend that money on that actually has a long-term benefit to it, more than just, you know, brought in all this money, I bought a 3-plate, I bought an airstrike, and now I've still got $230,000 to my name and nothing to do with it. There needs to be more to do with that money in my mind. And on top of that too, they could take it further with that. Like they could do like maybe even exclusive camos. Like if you could purchase exclusive camos, like maybe there's a challenge attached to the camo for you to unlock the ability to purchase it, and then it has a super high price tag associated with it after you complete those challenges. I think that would be really cool. Just stuff that you can spend your money on and give it a little bit more value, I think would be really important. And then additionally, I really think that it would be cool if there was a way that we could purchase items to benefit our player outside the game. I think outside of the DMZ, obviously I understand the semblance of wanting to purchase stuff and you know, weapons and plates and all that stuff, whatever it is, inside the DMZ, because that adds obviously a lot more value to it because it's a lot more dangerous. But what I think would be really cool is, again, if they added some kind of like a black market or something outside the game like they have right now with the forward ops base. But with this black market, if you could purchase plates, like maybe you could purchase 3 plates of different varieties, and even if they just changed it to how it is now, where like you have to collect up the product and then go and barter for it, if there was something similar to that, but even if it was something as simple as you spending, you know, most of your wallet, spend 500k and you get a 3 plate, like something like that, where you can save it up so that way your stash is just a little bit more valuable. Because even now, the only thing that matters is your stash is your contraband weapons, which don't necessarily matter. Like obviously you can add attachments and stuff onto them, which give them more value. And then there's your key stash, which again, keys don't necessarily matter because at least back in the day, the whole reason to get keys was so that way you could get into these locked areas, so you could get a 3 plate, which were not rare, but they were at least more difficult to come by. Now you barter for them, and bartering for them is extremely easy. They made it more difficult with this update, admittedly, because now you have to get encrypted thumb drives and encrypted hard drives and all that stuff, but it's still just, it's too easy. You know what I mean? Like those keys lost value. They added more value to the game itself because there's stuff that you can grind for. When you lose your plate, it's a little bit easier to get your plate back because you can just go and barter for it. But when they did that, they unintentionally made keys kind of irrelevant because cash doesn't necessarily have any value in the game right now. So it's just something that I would like to see them expand upon a little bit more. Like more stuff to do outside the game, stuff to give your money, and create maybe some kind of a system where you can actually extract certain things like GPUs and encrypted hard drives and stuff like that and store that stuff up and be able to use it to purchase something or barter for something. And then obviously cash. Cash just, it doesn't have any value. There's not really a reason to collect it up other than just seeing a number rise, which is fun, which is good. I like that. It's something to grind for, even if it's meaningless. But adding some kind of a value to it outside the game. And like I said, it could be something as easy as cosmetics. Like maybe there's exclusive operator skins that you can buy for DMZ. Maybe there's, you know, some kind of benefit where you can purchase kill streaks outside the game to put onto your operator just so you can give you a little bit of an edge. Plus that would, you know, kind of help counter all these DMZ bundles that they've been adding where people can just spawn in with UAVs and all that stuff now. But just more value. That's all I want. I just want more value. It's right now they've done a really good job of expanding the game and just adding more stuff to it, but right now, I don't know how the saying goes, but right now it's like a lake wide, but like a puddle deep, you know what I mean? Like there's not really much depth to it right now. There is grinding, you can kill the bosses and whatnot to unlock plates and all that stuff, and you can unlock discounts for your plates and all that stuff, which is good, but again, that doesn't add any value to cash or to the product that's inside the game that you could potentially extract. So it's just some of the stuff that I think would be really nice if they expanded upon. But let me know your guys' comments down below. I'm definitely really curious how you guys feel about DMZ and the current state of the game. I enjoy it, do not get me wrong. I love the game and I'm really happy to see the progress that they've made. But I think that they could do better. I know they don't want to make it a hardcore game. Completely understand that. I don't want it to be a hardcore game. I don't want it to be like Tarkov. But it just needs to have a little bit more depth, you know, add a little bit more teeth to it. Make it a little bit more grindy, a little bit more difficult. That's okay. That, I think, would benefit the community and benefit everyone. So those are my opinions. I appreciate you guys listening. I apologize for my audio not recording. That will be fixed for my next video. That being said, thank you guys. Appreciate you guys for watching to the end of the video. And yeah, thank you.